Welcome back to the channel Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious coins collectors around the world continue to talk about. A coin that many people may have seen but never truly understood. A coin that carries history, design, rarity, and sometimes an incredible market value that surprises even experienced collectors. Today we are talking about the legendary 1971 top Liberty coin and the reason why some examples of this coin have been discussed in the collector's market with values reaching incredible numbers such as $787,976.47. Before we explore the value, the story begins with the year 1971. This was a very important period in American coin history. The early 1970s were a time of economic change, metal composition adjustments, and the introduction of new designs that would define a generation of coinage. The coin produced in 1971 at the Denver Mint carried the mint mark D, which tells collectors exactly where the coin was produced. Denver has always been one of the major mints in the United States, producing millions of coins every year. The design of the coin includes one of the most recognizable symbols in American coinage. At the center stands Liberty, a symbol of freedom and democracy. Liberty has appeared on many coins throughout history, but collectors often pay special attention to the placement of the word Liberty on the coin. On certain coins, the word Liberty appears very close to the rim or top edge of the coin. When the design shifts slightly during minting, collectors refer to it as the top Liberty appearance. This small detail may seem unimportant to most people, but for collectors it can make a massive difference. A slight design shift can create a rare variety. Rare varieties are the treasures of the coin collecting world. They are the coins that collectors search for in jars, coin rolls, flea markets, and old collections. The 1971 coin was produced in very large numbers. Millions of these coins entered circulation across the United States. Most of them were used in everyday transactions. They passed through grocery stores, banks, vending machines, and pockets. Because of this heavy circulation, many examples became worn over time. Scratches, fading details, and flattened surfaces became common. However, a small number of coins survived in extraordinary condition. These coins were never heavily used. Some were saved by collectors immediately after minting. Others were stored in bank rolls or forgotten in collections. These high-grade examples are the ones that attract serious attention in the coin market today. When collectors talk about value, condition is everything. A coin in average circulated condition might only be worth a small amount above face value. But when the same coin appears in near-perfect condition with sharp details, strong luster, and almost no marks, the value can rise dramatically. Now imagine a coin that not only has excellent condition but also a rare design variety. This combination is what creates excitement in the market. The top Liberty alignment can sometimes indicate a slight minting shift that collectors identify as a special variety. When such a coin is discovered in extremely high-grade condition, collectors begin to compete to own it. Auction houses have seen moments when rare coins reached astonishing prices. Wealthy collectors, investors, and museums sometimes compete in bidding wars. The final sale price can climb higher and higher as each bidder tries to secure a piece of history. The number $787,976.47 has been discussed in connection with rare collectible coins, representing how valuable certain coins can become under the right circumstances. Such values are usually associated with coins that combine rarity, historical significance, perfect condition, and strong demand among collectors. The story behind the 1971 coin also connects to the broader history of American coin design. During this era, coin production techniques were evolving. Minting equipment, die preparation, and metal composition were being refined. Small variations sometimes appeared during production. These variations were not intentional, but they created unique collectible pieces that collectors now search for decades later. Another important factor that increases value is grading. Professional coin grading services examine coins carefully under magnification. They evaluate surface preservation, strike quality, luster, and overall eye appeal. Coins are then assigned a grade that helps collectors understand their quality. A coin graded at the very top of the scale can be extremely rare. Only a handful of coins from certain years survive in that level of perfection. When one of these coins appears on the market, it becomes a major event among collectors. Collectors also love the story behind a coin. Imagine holding a coin that has existed for more than 50 years. Think about the people who may have held it. Think about the historical events that occurred during its lifetime. Coins are small metal objects, but they carry decades of history within them. The 1971 top Liberty coin reminds us that valuable treasures can sometimes hide in plain sight. Many people still keep jars of old coins at home. Some coins sit quietly in drawers, piggy banks, or forgotten boxes. Most are common, but occasionally a rare variety appears. Experienced collectors often recommend checking coins carefully. Look closely at the design. Examine the word Liberty. Observe the spacing and alignment. Notice the condition of the surface and details. These small observations can sometimes lead to surprising discoveries. The global coin collecting community continues to grow every year. Online marketplaces, auctions, and collector forums have connected enthusiasts from around the world. A coin discovered in one country can quickly attract attention from collectors across the globe. Education is one of the most powerful tools for collectors. The more you learn about coin history, mint marks, varieties, and grading, the better your chances of identifying valuable pieces. Even a single rare coin can change the value of an entire collection. For beginners, the journey usually starts with curiosity. A simple question about an old coin can lead to hours of research and discovery. Over time, collectors develop an eye for details that others might overlook. The beauty of coin collecting is that every coin tells a story. Some stories are about historical events. Others are about artistic design. And some are about rarity and value in the collector's market. The 1971 coin continues to attract attention because it represents a moment in history when millions of coins were produced, yet only a small number stand out as exceptional collectibles today. If you ever come across a 1971 coin, take a closer look before spending it. Examine the design carefully. Check the condition. Look at the placement of the lettering. You might be holding a coin that is more interesting than you realize. Many collectors have stories about coins they almost spent but later discovered were valuable. Those moments become unforgettable memories in the world of collecting. The thrill of discovery is what keeps collectors searching through rolls of coins, visiting antique shops, and exploring old collections. Every coin could potentially hold a surprise. The next time you check your pocket change, remember that history sometimes travels quietly in the form of coins. A small piece of metal may carry decades of heritage and the potential to become a prized collectible. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious coins collectors talk about again and again, the legendary 1987 top Liberty coin. Many people have heard stories about rare coins selling for huge amounts of money, but very few understand why some coins become extremely valuable. Some coins that look ordinary at first glance can actually be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars if the right conditions are present. Imagine opening an old coin jar, a forgotten drawer, or a small box that has been sitting in your house for years. Inside you find a coin that seems common, but when you look closely something looks different. The design, the mint mark, the position of Liberty, the condition of the coin, all of these small details can turn an everyday coin into a collector's treasure. That is exactly why the story of the 1987 Liberty coin has captured the attention of collectors around the world. In the year 1987 the United States Mint produced millions of coins for circulation. The letter D on a coin indicates that it was minted in Denver. The Denver Mint has produced billions of coins over the years, and most of them are worth only their face value. However, collectors know that sometimes unusual varieties, rare minting mistakes, or extremely well-preserved examples can turn a simple coin into something extraordinary. The design of Liberty has always been one of the most iconic images in coin history. For centuries the image of Liberty has represented freedom, strength, and the spirit of a nation. Many different coins feature Liberty in various forms, and collectors carefully study every detail of these designs. When the Liberty design appears unusually high on the coin, sometimes referred to by collectors as top Liberty positioning, it can attract serious attention. One of the reasons collectors talk about the 1987 D coin is because of the possibility of mint errors and rare high-grade examples. When a coin is produced, it passes through powerful machines that strike the design onto a blank metal planchet. If something unusual happens during this process, the coin can come out slightly different from normal coins. These differences may include off-center strikes, double dies, unusual placements of lettering, or other subtle variations. A coin that appears perfectly ordinary to most people can actually be extremely rare if it contains one of these variations. That is why collectors use magnifying glasses and microscopes to inspect coins carefully. They look for tiny differences in the letters, numbers, and design details. Even a small shift in the design can make a coin very desirable among collectors. The condition of the coin is another important factor that determines its value. Coins are graded on a scale from very worn to perfect mint state condition. A coin that has been protected for decades without scratches, wear, or damage can achieve a very high grade. High-grade coins are often worth far more than coins that have been heavily circulated. In the case of the 1987 D Liberty coin, some collectors believe that extremely rare high-grade specimens could reach astonishing prices if they appear in major auctions. While most examples are still common, the possibility of discovering a rare variety or exceptional condition coin keeps collectors searching. Stories sometimes circulate about coins being valued at hundreds of thousands of dollars, and these stories fuel the excitement of coin hunting. The history of coin collecting itself is full of surprising discoveries. Many famous coins were found by ordinary people who simply paid attention to the small details. Someone checking their change at a store, someone sorting through an old piggy bank, or someone inheriting a collection from a relative has occasionally discovered coins that turned out to be extremely valuable. Collectors are fascinated by the idea that hidden treasures might still be out there. Even today, people continue searching through rolls of coins from banks, hoping to find something rare. Some collectors specialize in certain years or mint marks, while others focus on mint errors or unique design variations. Another reason the 1987 D Liberty coin attracts interest is because the late 20th century was a time of massive coin production. When millions or billions of coins are produced, small mistakes can occasionally slip through the system. These mistakes become the rare varieties that collectors dream of finding. Over the years, the coin market has grown into a global hobby and investment field. Auctions now take place online and attract collectors from many different countries. When a rare coin appears at auction, bidding can become intense as collectors compete to add the coin to their collections. The value of any coin ultimately depends on rarity, demand, and condition. A coin that is rare but not in demand may sell for modest amounts. A coin that is both rare and highly desired by collectors can reach incredible prices. This is why experts constantly study coins, document varieties, and update price guides. Some collectors believe that undiscovered varieties of certain coins may still exist. Because billions of coins have circulated through the hands of the public, it is impossible to know exactly how many rare variations might still be hidden. This sense of mystery keeps the excitement alive in the coin collecting community. When examining a 1987 D coin, collectors often start by looking at the mint mark. The small letter D indicates production at the Denver Mint. After that, they inspect the lettering, the date, the portrait, and the surrounding details. Lighting, magnification, and careful observation are essential tools for identifying unusual characteristics. Coins that appear brilliant, sharp, and untouched after decades can be particularly valuable. These coins may have been stored in rolls, coin albums, or protective holders since the day they were minted. Such preservation allows the original mint luster to remain visible, making the coin more desirable. The coin market also depends heavily on authentication and professional grading. Third-party grading companies examine coins carefully to verify authenticity and assign official grades. Once a coin is graded and sealed in a protective holder, collectors can trade it with greater confidence. Stories about coins worth enormous sums often inspire new collectors to start searching through their own coins. While most coins will remain common, the thrill of the hunt is part of what makes coin collecting so enjoyable. Every coin has a story, and sometimes those stories turn into remarkable discoveries. For anyone interested in coins, learning about history, minting techniques, and grading standards can make the hobby even more rewarding. The more knowledge a collector has, the better they can recognize something unusual when it appears. Many experienced collectors recommend saving coins that look especially clean, unusual, or different from typical examples. Even if a coin does not turn out to be extremely rare, building a collection can still be a fascinating journey through history and art. The story of coins like the 1987 D Liberty example reminds us that valuable objects can sometimes hide in plain sight. A small piece of metal that passes through thousands of hands may eventually end up in the hands of someone who recognizes its significance. Coin collecting connects people with history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. From ancient coins to modern mint issues, each piece represents a moment in time and a story waiting to be explored. Thank you for watching Coins. If you enjoy discovering rare coins, hidden values, and amazing stories from the world of coin collecting, stay tuned because many more fascinating coin stories are coming soon. Today we are diving deep into a coin that collectors and treasure hunters around the world keep talking about. A coin that many people have held in their hands without realizing its potential value. A coin that can turn an ordinary pocket change moment into an exciting discovery. Today we are talking about the mysterious and fascinating Top Liberty coins, their history, their connection with the year 1991, and how some rare examples in the collector's market have reached astonishing prices that collectors dream about. Imagine opening an old box, a forgotten drawer, or even checking the coins inside your wallet. Most of the time we think coins are just small pieces of metal used for daily transactions. But in the world of numismatics, coins can become historical artifacts, collectors' treasures, and sometimes extremely valuable pieces worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The Liberty design has always been one of the most iconic symbols in coin history. Liberty represents freedom, independence, and the identity of a nation. For more than a century, coins featuring Liberty have captured the imagination of collectors. From classic silver coins to copper pieces and rare mint errors, Liberty coins have always held a special place in the market. Back in the early history of American coinage, the Liberty image became a powerful symbol placed proudly on many coins. Artists designed Liberty to represent strength and hope. Over time, different variations of Liberty appeared on coins. Some showed Liberty wearing a crown, some with flowing hair, and some standing tall holding a torch or shield. Because of this long history, many collectors search for Liberty coins from specific years. Certain years had limited production. Some coins from these years were struck with small minting mistakes. Others survived in extremely high condition. These small details are what transform an ordinary coin into a rare and valuable treasure. The year 1991 may sound like a modern year compared to many famous antique coins, but collectors have discovered that some coins connected to Liberty designs or Liberty-themed issues can attract strong interest in the collector's market. When a coin becomes rare due to limited circulation, unusual mint marks, or errors, its value can grow dramatically. Coin collectors carefully examine several important factors when determining the value of a Liberty coin. The first factor is rarity. If only a small number of coins were produced or survived, collectors will compete to obtain them. The second factor is condition. Coins that look almost untouched, with sharp details and bright surfaces, are much more valuable than worn coins. The third factor is demand. If collectors around the world want the coin, prices can rise quickly. Some Liberty coins have shocked the market by selling for extraordinary amounts. Rare pieces discovered in private collections or auctions have reached incredible prices. Stories circulate among collectors about coins selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. In some cases, collectors estimate values that can approach numbers like $787,976 or even more depending on rarity and condition. One of the most exciting things about coin collecting is that rare coins are not always discovered in museums or vaults. Sometimes they are found in everyday places. People have discovered valuable coins in inherited collections, garage sales, flea markets, and even coin jars at home. Many collectors recommend always checking coins carefully. Look at the year, the mint mark, and the condition. Use a magnifying glass if possible. Sometimes tiny details make a huge difference. A small minting error such as a doubled letter, misaligned strike, or unusual surface texture can make a coin unique. The Liberty design itself has many artistic elements that collectors admire. The portrait of Liberty often shows graceful features, flowing hair, and symbolic clothing. Around the portrait you might see stars representing the states, along with the year of minting. The reverse side of the coin may feature an eagle, a wreath, or national symbols. Over time, the market for collectible coins has grown into a global community. Online auctions, collector clubs, and exhibitions allow enthusiasts to share discoveries and learn about rare pieces. When a new rare Liberty coin appears on the market, excitement spreads quickly among collectors. Professional coin grading services also play an important role. These organizations examine coins carefully and assign them grades based on condition. A high grade can dramatically increase a coin's market value. For example, a coin in average circulated condition might be worth only a small amount, while the same coin in pristine mint condition could be worth thousands. The fascination with Liberty coins continues because each coin carries a piece of history. Every scratch, shine, and detail tells a story about where the coin has traveled and how it survived through time. Holding such a coin can feel like holding a small piece of history in your hand. Many collectors spend years searching for the perfect Liberty coin to add to their collection. Some focus on specific years. Others focus on mint marks. Some collect only coins with exceptional condition. The hunt itself becomes part of the excitement. Another reason Liberty coins attract attention is the possibility of hidden treasures. Stories of rare coins discovered by accident continue to inspire collectors. A coin that once circulated quietly among millions of others can suddenly become the star of a major auction. When collectors talk about coins reaching values in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, they usually refer to extremely rare examples that combine rarity, history, and exceptional condition. These coins become legendary within the collecting world. If you are interested in coin collecting, Liberty coins are a fascinating place to start. Begin by learning about different designs, years, and mint marks. Study the details carefully. Over time your knowledge will grow and you may start recognizing coins that others overlook. Another useful habit is storing coins properly. Valuable coins should be kept in protective holders to prevent scratches or damage. Clean hands or gloves should be used when handling rare coins because oils from skin can affect the surface. The world of coins is full of surprises. Even experienced collectors sometimes discover new varieties or rare minting errors that were previously unknown. This constant possibility of discovery keeps the hobby exciting. For viewers watching this video, take a moment today to look through your coins. You never know what you might find. A simple coin that looks ordinary could turn out to be something much more interesting. The Liberty image on coins reminds us of history, artistry, and the enduring symbol of freedom. Whether you are a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, Liberty coins continue to capture attention and curiosity around the world. If you enjoyed learning about Liberty coins, their connection to the 1991 era, and the fascinating possibilities in the collector's market, make sure to keep exploring the coins around you. Sometimes the smallest objects carry the biggest stories. Today we are diving into a fascinating story that every coin collector, history lover, and treasure hunter will find incredibly exciting. Hidden inside the world of rare coins are pieces of history that many people overlook every single day. Some of these coins may look ordinary, but their value can reach astonishing levels. Imagine holding a small coin in your hand that could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is the reality of rare Liberty coins, especially those connected with the year 1994 and the broader Liberty coin family that collectors search for across the world. Many people think rare coins only exist in museums or locked inside collectors' vaults, but the truth is far more surprising. Rare coins often appear in circulation, old collections, inherited boxes, forgotten jars, or even pocket change. The Liberty coin series has fascinated collectors for generations because it combines historical significance, artistic beauty, and the thrill of discovering hidden value. The Liberty design has been used on American coins for more than a century. The figure of Liberty symbolizes freedom, independence, and the spirit of the United States. Early Liberty coins began appearing in the late 1700s when the young nation wanted to represent its ideals through coinage. Over time the design evolved, appearing on silver dollars, half dollars, quarters, and gold coins. Each variation became part of a long historical timeline that collectors study carefully. One reason Liberty coins are so valuable today is their limited survival. Many coins were melted, damaged, or simply lost through decades of use. The fewer coins that remain in excellent condition, the higher their value becomes. Collectors call this rarity, and rarity is one of the most powerful forces in the coin market. Now let's talk about the excitement surrounding the year 1994. While 1994 coins might seem modern compared to classic 19th century coins, certain 1994 Liberty-related coins and commemorative issues have gained attention because of minting quality, proof editions, and limited collector releases. Coins produced in special proof sets or with extremely high grading scores can become very valuable over time. Grading is another important factor that determines value. Professional grading companies carefully examine coins under magnification and assign them a score based on condition. Coins that receive extremely high grades such as near perfect or perfect are incredibly rare. Even a small difference in condition can change a coin's value from a few dollars to tens of thousands. Collectors also look for mint marks. These tiny letters show where the coin was produced. Coins may come from different United States mints such as Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Sometimes one mint produces far fewer coins than the others, making those versions much rarer. When collectors discover a scarce mint mark on a Liberty coin, the excitement rises quickly. Another fascinating aspect is the possibility of mint errors. A mint error occurs when something unusual happens during the coin production process. This could include double strikes, off-center designs, missing details, or unusual metal mixtures. Error coins can become extremely valuable because they are unique mistakes that cannot be easily reproduced. The global coin market has grown dramatically in recent decades. Auctions now bring together collectors from all around the world. When a rare Liberty coin appears in a major auction, intense bidding can drive the price higher and higher. Some Liberty coins have reached incredible values, sometimes approaching hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on rarity and condition. Imagine a collector discovering an old coin in a family collection. At first glance it might appear ordinary, but after professional evaluation the coin turns out to be extremely rare. Stories like this happen more often than people expect, which is why the search for rare coins continues to captivate collectors everywhere. Historical significance also plays a major role in coin value. Liberty coins connect collectors directly to important moments in American history. Each coin represents a specific era, economic period, and artistic style. When collectors hold a Liberty coin, they are holding a piece of the past that traveled through countless hands and witnessed generations of history. Some Liberty coins feature the famous Lady Liberty portrait wearing a crown or a flowing cap. Others display Liberty walking confidently across the coin's surface. These artistic designs are admired not only by collectors but also by historians and artists who appreciate the craftsmanship of early American engravers. Demand is another major reason certain Liberty coins reach extraordinary prices. When a coin becomes popular among collectors, demand increases while the supply remains limited. This imbalance pushes the market value higher. Coins that once sold for a small amount decades ago may now be worth thousands or even more. Rare coins are also viewed by some collectors as long-term investments. Unlike many modern objects that lose value over time, historically important coins often gain value as they become harder to find. Serious collectors study market trends, historical mint records, and auction results to understand which coins have the strongest potential. The excitement of discovery is one of the most thrilling parts of coin collecting. Every coin jar, estate sale, antique shop, or inherited collection could contain a hidden treasure. Even experienced collectors sometimes make surprising discoveries when examining coins closely under magnification. Cleaning coins is something collectors strongly advise against. Many beginners mistakenly clean old coins to make them shine, but cleaning can actually damage the surface and reduce the coin's value dramatically. Professional collectors prefer coins that remain in their natural original condition. Another key factor is authentication. Because rare coins can become extremely valuable, counterfeit versions sometimes appear in the market. Professional grading services use advanced tools to confirm authenticity, ensuring collectors receive genuine historical pieces. The Liberty coin legacy continues to inspire modern collectors. Each year more people join the hobby after hearing stories of rare coins selling for incredible prices. The idea that a small piece of metal could carry both history and substantial value captures the imagination of people around the world. Some collectors spend years searching for a single missing coin to complete their collection. Others focus on specific years, mint marks, or varieties. The challenge of building a complete set becomes a rewarding journey that connects collectors with history and community. Education is an important part of successful collecting. Experienced collectors read books, study auction catalogs, and learn how to identify subtle details that separate common coins from rare ones. The more knowledge a collector gains, the better their chances of recognizing valuable discoveries. Coin shows and collector events are another exciting aspect of the hobby. At these events, collectors meet dealers, historians, and fellow enthusiasts. Rare coins are displayed, bought, sold, and discussed. For many collectors, these gatherings feel like treasure hunts filled with opportunities. Technology has also transformed the coin collecting world. Online marketplaces and auction platforms allow collectors to search for rare Liberty coins from anywhere in the world. Digital communities share knowledge, photographs, and discoveries instantly, connecting collectors across continents. As time passes, surviving Liberty coins become even more important historical artifacts. Every year a few more coins disappear into permanent collections or museums. This gradual reduction in available coins increases the rarity and importance of those that remain in the marketplace. Imagine the excitement of discovering a coin that turns out to be worth an extraordinary amount of money. That possibility keeps collectors searching, studying, and exploring old collections. The story of Liberty coins reminds us that history can sometimes hide in the smallest objects. The world of coin collecting is filled with mystery, excitement, and opportunity. A simple coin can tell a story that stretches across centuries. For collectors and historians alike, Liberty coins remain one of the most fascinating chapters in numismatic history. If you enjoy discovering the hidden stories behind rare coins and learning about valuable treasures that might still exist today, make sure to follow the channel Coins. Here we explore remarkable coin histories, rare discoveries, and the fascinating world of valuable collectibles that continue to surprise collectors everywhere. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating topics in the world of coin collecting. Many people have coins in their pockets, jars, or drawers that they never look at closely. But sometimes an ordinary-looking coin can carry an extraordinary story, and in rare situations it can even be worth an incredible amount of money. Today we are talking about a Liberty-themed coin connected with the year 2002 and the famous D Mint mark, a coin that has sparked curiosity among collectors and treasure hunters around the world. Before we explore the value and the mystery around this coin, imagine this situation. You are cleaning your house one day and you find a small coin in an old box. It looks normal at first glance. But after taking a closer look, you notice the year 2002 and a tiny letter D under the design. Most people would not think twice about it. But collectors know that certain mint marks and certain years can turn a common coin into something extremely special. The Liberty design has always been one of the most powerful and symbolic images used on coins. The image of Liberty represents freedom, independence, and the spirit of a nation. For generations people have admired these coins not only because they were used as money but because they also represent history. Every Liberty coin carries a story about the time when it was produced, the people who used it, and the events happening during that period. The year 2002 was an interesting time in modern coin production. The United States Mint was producing millions of coins for circulation, but hidden among those millions there are always small variations, mint errors, and rare conditions that collectors search for. The small letter D on a coin indicates that it was minted in Denver, one of the major coin production facilities in the United States. Coins from the Denver Mint have been produced for over a century, and some of them have become extremely valuable depending on rarity and condition. When collectors examine a 2002 coin with a D Mint mark, they first look at the condition. In the world of numismatics, condition is everything. A coin that looks worn and scratched may only be worth its face value, but a coin that has been preserved perfectly with sharp details and brilliant surfaces can be worth far more. Experts often use grading scales to determine how well preserved a coin is, and the higher the grade, the higher the potential value, but condition is only one piece of the puzzle. Another factor is rarity. Sometimes a coin becomes rare because very few were produced. Other times it becomes rare because most of them were used heavily in circulation and only a small number survived in excellent condition. When collectors search through thousands of coins hoping to find that one special example, they are chasing both rarity and quality at the same time. Now let's talk about why some people online mention extremely high numbers when discussing certain coins. Stories often circulate about coins that sold for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. These stories capture the imagination of collectors and the general public alike. The idea that a small piece of metal could be worth an incredible amount like hundreds of thousands of dollars is exciting. It turns everyday pocket change into a potential treasure hunt. However, when professional collectors evaluate a coin, they rely on several important factors. They examine the strike quality, the clarity of the design, the presence of mint errors, and the overall preservation of the coin. A mint error can dramatically increase a coin's value. These errors might include double strikes, off-center designs, or unusual metal compositions. Because such mistakes are rare, collectors are willing to pay high prices for them. The Liberty design itself also plays a role in a coin's popularity. Collectors are often drawn to coins with strong historical symbolism. Liberty coins represent ideals that have been part of American culture for centuries. When collectors hold a Liberty coin, they feel connected to that long history of artistry and national identity. The Denver Mint has produced countless coins over the decades, and each year brings its own unique production characteristics. Coins from 2002 with the D Mint mark were produced in large quantities, but that does not mean every coin from that year is identical. Small variations can appear due to differences in dies, striking pressure, or minor production changes. These subtle differences are what collectors spend years studying and cataloging. Another important aspect in determining value is demand. Even if a coin is rare, its price depends on how many collectors want it. The coin collecting community is constantly growing as new people discover the hobby. When demand increases for a certain coin, its market value can rise significantly. Auctions, collector conventions, and online marketplaces all play a role in shaping the market. The market for rare coins is fascinating because it combines history, art, economics, and treasure hunting all at once. A collector might spend years searching for the perfect example of a particular coin. When that coin finally appears at auction, the competition between buyers can drive the price much higher than expected. Many successful collectors recommend always checking your coins carefully. Look at the date. Look for mint marks. Examine the details of the design. Sometimes the smallest detail can make the biggest difference. A tiny mark or a subtle variation can transform an ordinary coin into a collector's prize. The excitement of coin collecting comes from the possibility that something valuable might be hiding in plain sight. People have discovered rare coins in old piggy banks, inherited collections, and even in everyday change from a store. These discoveries keep the hobby alive and inspire new collectors to start paying attention to the coins they encounter. When people talk about extremely high values like hundreds of thousands of dollars, those cases usually involve coins that are exceptionally rare or in near perfect condition. Professional grading services evaluate these coins and certify their authenticity and quality. Once a coin receives a high grade from a respected grading service, collectors gain confidence in its value and authenticity. The history of Liberty-themed coins stretches back many decades, and each generation of coin designs tells a different story. The artistic style, the metal composition, and the minting technology all reflect the era in which the coin was produced. Holding such a coin is like holding a small piece of history. For new collectors, the most important step is learning how to observe coins carefully. Study the design. Compare coins from different years. Learn about mint marks and production numbers. Over time, your eye will become trained to notice details that most people overlook. another key lesson in coin collecting is patience. Valuable discoveries rarely happen overnight. Many collectors search through thousands of coins before finding something truly special. But when that moment happens, the excitement makes the search worthwhile. Coins are more than just currency. They are historical artifacts that travel through time. A coin minted decades ago may have passed through the hands of countless people before ending up in a collector's collection. Each scratch and mark can tell a small part of that journey. The world of coin collecting continues to grow as technology allows collectors to share information more easily than ever before. Online communities discuss new discoveries, rare varieties, and market trends every day. This shared knowledge helps collectors understand which coins might become valuable in the future. If you are interested in starting your own coin search, begin by checking the coins you already have. Look through jars, drawers, and old collections. Pay attention to dates and mint marks like the letter D. You might be surprised by what you find. Even if you never discover a coin worth a huge amount of money, the process of learning about coins can be incredibly rewarding. It connects you to history, art, and the fascinating world of numismatics. Every coin has a story, and every collector becomes part of that story. Thank you for joining the channel Coins today as we explored the mystery and excitement surrounding Liberty coins and the 2002 D mint mark. Remember to always check your change carefully because you never know when a small piece of metal might hold a big surprise. If you enjoy discovering hidden treasures and learning about rare coins, stay tuned for more incredible stories from the world of coin collecting. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in the world of coin collecting. A coin that has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and treasure hunters around the world. The mysterious and valuable Liberty coin connected with the year 2005 D mint mark. Many people have seen coins every day in their pockets without realizing that sometimes a small piece of metal can hold a story worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Some coins that look completely ordinary have surprised collectors with incredible value. The Liberty coin design has a long and powerful history in American coinage, and understanding it can reveal why certain versions are worth extraordinary amounts of money in the collector market today. The Liberty design represents freedom and national identity. For more than a century, the image of Liberty has appeared on many United States coins. This iconic figure symbolizes independence, strength, and hope. Coin collectors often search for specific Liberty coins because small differences in mint marks, years, and production errors can dramatically increase their value. One such example is the Liberty coin associated with the 2005 D mint mark. At first glance it may look like an ordinary coin. However, certain rare conditions, minting variations, and collector demand have pushed some examples of this coin into extremely high market discussions. When we talk about the 2005 D mint mark, the letter D represents the Denver Mint. Coins produced in Denver carry this small but very important letter on the surface. The United States Mint produces coins at several facilities, and each mint location leaves its own mark. For collectors, this small letter becomes one of the most important details. Sometimes a coin minted in one location can be much rarer than the same coin from another mint. Because of this, collectors carefully inspect every coin they find. In 2005 millions of coins were produced, but not every coin is identical. Small differences during the minting process can create rare varieties. Sometimes the metal strikes differently. Sometimes the die used to stamp the design develops small imperfections. Occasionally a coin is struck slightly off-center or shows doubled lettering. These small variations may seem insignificant to the average person, but to collectors they can be extremely valuable. The Liberty design itself has a long artistic history. Designers spent years perfecting the image to represent freedom and dignity. The flowing hair, the calm facial expression, and the elegant posture of Liberty were created to inspire pride and admiration. Over time, different Liberty designs appeared across multiple coin series. Some versions show Liberty walking forward with the sun rising behind her. Others show a classic portrait profile. These artistic changes are part of what makes Liberty coins so fascinating for collectors. Now let's talk about market value. Many collectors constantly search for coins that could be worth large amounts of money. Most coins in circulation are only worth their face value. However, rare examples can sell for hundreds, thousands, or even more depending on condition and rarity. In the collector market today, extremely rare coins have sometimes reached extraordinary numbers in private sales and auctions. The idea that a coin could reach a value like $787,97642 creates excitement among collectors around the world. Condition plays a huge role in determining value. Coin collectors use a grading system to measure how well a coin has been preserved. A coin that looks almost brand new with sharp details and no visible wear can be worth far more than the same coin that has been heavily used. Professional grading companies carefully examine coins using magnification and special lighting to determine their exact condition. When a rare coin is found in excellent condition, its value can rise dramatically. Another factor that increases value is rarity. Even if a coin series was produced in large numbers, specific varieties may be extremely scarce today. Some coins were lost, melted, or damaged over time. Others were simply overlooked. As the years pass, the surviving examples become more important to collectors who want to complete their collections. The story of valuable coins often begins with ordinary people discovering something unusual. Someone might notice a strange detail in the lettering or a unique shine in the metal. Sometimes a coin collector searching through rolls of coins from the bank suddenly finds a rare variety hiding among common coins. These moments of discovery are what make coin collecting so exciting. The Liberty coin connected with the 2005 D mint mark has become a topic of discussion among collectors who analyze minting details and market demand. While many examples of 2005 coins are common, certain varieties attract special attention. Experts examine the strike quality, the placement of the mint mark, and the fine lines of the design. Even the smallest difference can transform a normal coin into a rare collectible. History also adds to the value of Liberty coins. These coins represent a long tradition of American currency design. Over generations they have passed through the hands of millions of people. They have traveled through markets, stores, banks, and collectors' albums. Each coin carries a silent story of where it has been and how it survived through time. Collectors often spend years building their knowledge about coins. They study mint records, historical documents, and auction results. By learning about these details they can identify coins that others might ignore. This knowledge is what separates casual collectors from serious numismatic experts. The excitement around rare coins has grown even more with online marketplaces and global auctions. Today collectors from different countries can compete for the same coin. This international interest sometimes pushes prices higher than ever before. When a rare Liberty coin appears at auction, collectors carefully analyze photographs and grading reports before placing their bids. Many people wonder if they might already have a valuable coin at home. Sometimes rare coins hide in jars, drawers, or old collections inherited from family members. Checking coins carefully can sometimes reveal surprising discoveries. Looking at the date, the mint mark, and the condition is always the first step. Lighting and magnification tools are very helpful when examining coins. A small magnifying glass can reveal details that are impossible to see with the naked eye. Collectors look for sharp lettering, unusual lines, or small doubling effects in the design. These clues help identify rare varieties. Another important detail is the metal composition. Different coin series use different metal mixtures. Changes in metal content can affect color, weight, and durability. Collectors often weigh coins and compare them to official mint specifications to confirm authenticity. Authenticity is extremely important in the coin market. Because valuable coins attract attention, counterfeit versions sometimes appear. Professional grading companies use advanced technology to verify that a coin is genuine. When a rare coin receives official certification, collectors feel more confident about its value. The Liberty image itself continues to inspire collectors. The symbolism of freedom and independence gives these coins a timeless meaning. Even people who are not collectors often appreciate the beauty of the Liberty design. As time passes, the number of surviving coins in perfect condition becomes smaller. This natural reduction increases demand among collectors who want the best examples. High-grade coins from any year can become extremely valuable as collectors compete to own them. The coin market is always changing. New discoveries, updated research, and auction results can shift prices quickly. A coin that was once ignored can suddenly become highly desirable if a rare variety is identified. For anyone interested in coin collecting, the most important advice is patience and curiosity. Every coin has a story waiting to be discovered. Sometimes the smallest detail leads to the biggest discovery. Always examine coins carefully before spending them. Look at the year. Look for the mint mark. Study the design and condition. Even a simple coin can hold unexpected value. The Liberty coin tradition reminds us that history can live inside the smallest objects. A coin may travel through decades before someone finally recognizes its importance. That moment of discovery is what keeps collectors searching. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the fascinating stories behind everyday currency, make sure you stay connected with the channel Coins. Here we explore the secrets of valuable coins, the history behind legendary designs, and the possibilities that might be hiding in your own pocket right now, because sometimes the next great discovery is already in your hands. And the coin you almost spent could turn out to be a piece of history worth far more than anyone ever imagined.